The July 21st, 2025 meeting of the Woolwich Township Committee is being called to order. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Publics Meeting Act. Roll call, please.
Committeeman Frederick. Committeewoman Minhas.
Here.
Committeewoman Williams.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Nocentino. Mayor Mathias.
Here. If everyone can please rise to salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm very happy to say that we have as our first order of business a proclamation for somebody, Jerry, who's been involved in our community for a very long time. So if I could please have you join me up front here. So Woolwich Township is very, very proud to recognize all your efforts that you've done on behalf of not only Woolwich, but Swedesboro and the surrounding members with helping those who are less fortunate than ourselves. And we want to thank you very much for all your time and efforts and recognize that. So we have a proclamation for you, and I'm going to read it off to everybody here who's attending. So, whereas Mr. Gerald Siglo has faithfully served as president of King's Things Christian Thrift Store from 2004 to 2025, dedicating over 2 decades to the service of others. And whereas Mr. Siglo has assisted hundreds of families, providing food and clothing to support the communities of Woolwich Township, Logan Township, Swedesboro, East Greenwich, and South Harrison. Whereas, guided by the motto, our mission is to clothe and feed the disadvantaged, Mr. Siglo recognized the growing needs of the community, especially during the holiday season, and took action to ensure that no family in need was ever forgotten. And whereas Jerry created and led a team to expand the mission of King's Things through the holiday program, ensuring that children and seniors received gifts and families could celebrate with food and warmth during Christmas. And whereas whether it was keeping the lights on, filling an oil tank to keep someone warm, or simply offering a helping hand, Mr. Siglo has been a steadfast source of empathy, compassion, and support for our communities. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we honor and recognize Jerry for his outstanding leadership, unwavering dedication, and lasting impact on the lives of so many. We extend our deepest gratitude and best wishes as he retires, confident that his legacy of service and kindness will continue to inspire all who follow. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mary Beth, Barbara Siglo, Tommy, Debbie, and Joe.
Thank all of you as well.
They are the team that made things work.
Thank you. It always takes a team, doesn't it? Thank you all for your efforts on behalf of the residents of the community.
Could we have a picture of the team?
Absolutely. Come on up, team. TJ, you want to be in?
Yeah. I know he's part of the team too. When we have
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on, Virginia.
Okay. Oh, keep them in that? Okay. All right.
Thank you all again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Good
You
evening.
too. Happy retirement. And again, you are free to stay for our meetings, or you're more than welcome to go as well.
Thank you.
All right. So continuing on with the meeting, I would like to make a statement before we get to the public or the public session. So recently, as in 4 p.m., we realized that there might possibly be an issue regarding the notice that was provided for ordinance 2025-12. Therefore, in order to provide our due diligence with said notice and looking into that as an issue, we're hopefully going to move to table said resolution. So if you're here to speak on it, you're more than welcome to speak during the public comment section. However, our plan is to table that motion, which means it would come up again at the next meeting, which is August 4th. So I just wanted to make that statement. All right, we've entered our first public portion. The public is reminded to please stand and state their name and address for the record prior to addressing the committee. Can I have a motion to open the floor to the public?
Motion to open.
Can I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
The floor is now open for agenda items.
Jordan Slump, 10 Wilshire Boulevard. Reading through the ordinances, there was a statement on there highlighted about street trees and where they could be planted. And my question comes, if I have a street tree in my yard that was planted 2 years ago and it dies, can I replant it in the same location?
So I think what you're referring to is specific to this affordable housing zone. And so that language was specific to that zone regarding the street trees.
So we didn't make that zoning for the whole community?
There is our tree ordinance, which we passed back in 2024. That has not been updated. That specific wording was added after a result of a discussion with the committee after our last meeting.
And in there, it also, and I'm asking, does it apply to the community that tree can't be planted over a gas line?
Again,
does that apply to the whole community?
What we were looking at in this ordinance was specific to that affordable housing zone.
Can you ask if it applies to the whole community?
I don't have that information at my fingertips, so you can email me and we can look it up.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is developments are built with the 1 year, 2 years, trees die and they don't get replaced. Or they do get replaced, and that's why I'm asking this question.
Well, as you know from being on committee, there is a maintenance bond that's usually put in place for landscaping. And so by state law, it's only allowed to extend for a certain amount of time. So usually a tree is replanted. After that, and after the bond is released, then it's kind of up onto the homeowner.
So I'm asking the question because the bond has went by, or should have went by now. Trees are still dead. So.
Well, again, if you have a specific property, you can email Jessica and we can look up to see if the bond is still in place or not.
Just tell her where you're at.
Yep. Seeing no one further from the public come forward, can I have a motion to close?
Motion to close.
Second. I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, so as stated, ordinance 2025-12, ordinance of the Township of Woolwich, County of Gloucester, State of New Jersey, adopting an amendment to the Kings Landing redevelopment plan and revised zoning map. I'm looking for a motion to table.
Motion to table.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, roll call, please.
Committeewoman Minhas.
Yes.
Committeewoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Mathias.
Yes, it is tabled. 2025-13, ordinance approving the application of a financial agreement for a long-term exemption with the PG Woolwich Urban Renewal LLC for the construction of an affordable housing project located on Block 16, Lot 5, pursuant to NJSA 40A 20-1 et sequitur. This is the first reading introduction. So, as we're introducing this by title only, can I have a motion to introduce?
Motion to introduce.
And I have a second.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions on this introduction? I will make a statement. Again, this is for an affordable housing project, and it is very, very standard. There's no deviation to enable the entity to meet the best guidelines for the tax credits. Qualifications, yes. So again, this is an introduction. The public will have a chance to speak at the next meeting. That being said, if there's no further discussion, can I have a roll call, please, to introduce?
Committeewoman Minhas,
Yes.
Committeewoman Williams,
Yes.
Mayor Mathias.
Yes. 2025-14, ordinance of the Township of Woolwich amending the 2024 salary ordinance of the Township of Woolwich. This is the first reading introduction. Can I have a motion to introduce?
Motion to introduce?
Can I have a second?
Second.
And again, this is regarding crossing guards, as you can read, in raising their salary. We have to do it by ordinance. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Committeewoman Minhas. Yes. Committeewoman Williams,
Yes.
Mayor Mathias.
Yes. Thank you. All right, resolutions. There are a lot of them, and a lot of these are, again, about bonds for various projects. And there is a couple veterans, 100% veterans, disabled veteran deductions on here as well as like 2025-193 raises the public bid and quote threshold, which is very, very handy for us. So I'm going to look to have a motion for a consent agenda, but I do want to point out a couple things. So I'll look for the motion for consent agenda. So do I have a motion for a consent agenda for resolutions 2025-172 through 2025-199?
Motion for consent agenda for resolutions 2025-172 through 199.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any removals? All right, hearing no removals, then I would like to just point out for 2025, 199, the last one on there, it is a contract that you're seeing in there, but the important thing to note, since again, it notes right in the headlines that it is a non-fair and open contract, that this will be paid by the license holder. So this is a pass-through that the township is collecting on behalf of the license holder. Will then pay this, and this is for auditing services. So it's just important to note, and then the plan is to eventually go out and do a fair and open bid on this, but we need to get this audited. And it's very specific services, so hopefully you can see that reflected in your notes. All right, any discussion items?
No.
All right, roll call, please. Oh, wait, sorry. I need an all, I'm jumping ahead. All right, so that's no questions. All right, so then I need an all in favor of the consent agenda. Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, now motion to adopt resolutions 2025-172 through 2025-199.
Motion to adopt consent agenda, resolutions 2025-172 through 199.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Committeewoman Minhas. Yes. Committeewoman Williams,
Yes.
Mayor Mathias.
Yes. Oh, Jessica, I completely forgot. 2025-173, I just wanted to make a note. The resolution itself is correct, but there is just a typo in the agenda. So it is 2057 should be on there. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. But the resolution is correct. All right, thank you. Administrator report.
Yes, be very quick, just highlight a couple of things. Congratulations to Shannon Kilpatrick. She's head of our sanitation, which a lot of you know, Parks and Rec, as well as Planning Board Secretary. She just went through 9 months of training to now be our New Jersey Recycling Coordinator. So she got her certification to do that, so that's awesome. She did a lot of work for that. She did a great job, a lot of study. Just on the Wolfson project, just a little bit, they are going out to do a traffic study. It does seem like it's getting a little bit closer with the Turnpike Authority and with DOT. So it seems like this should be one of the final steps to him being starting to sign leases, because he does know his footprint now based on what DOT and the Turnpike Authority said that he can have. So he's redone the site plan. So we're hopeful that it's going to happen very soon, that he can begin to sign leases once this is done. I was thinking the last couple days, last year this time, we went over with DOT and rail, and I think Mark was there as well. They're redoing some of the railroad over Oliphant Mill Road and Garland Road. Well, I don't know if they skipped Oliphant Mill Road, but they're at Garland Road. I called today, and they said they're actually going to be closing the road down, Garland, of course, they wait up to how close they get to school time. August 18th to August 25th is when they're going to close the road down. They'll start 7 a.m. August 18th, and that's a Monday. The following Monday, they'll pave, and then Tuesday, they reopen the road.
Will they be providing us a notice for residents, or is that the, is that the
He said
notice?
all they do is have one of those big signs, and they have to have them up for 2 weeks at the road saying it's going to be closed at this time for this amount of time.
Can you send me that in an email, and then I'll create a thing to
Sure.
put in our
Yep.
Woolwich Wells?
Yep.
Thank you.
So that'll be coming. SADC, the mayor may want to talk on it more. She's been working hard as well through the Board of Ag, State Board of Ag, and headed to a meeting this week with them to try to kind of attack SADC on another angle to try to get that TDR bank board moving so that we can bring that to conclusion. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions for the administrator?
No.
Okay, so I will tag off on that issue. So what the SADC, as Jim alluded to, the Board of Ag, so the State Board of Ag is meeting Wednesday down at Centerton Nursery, and I plan on attending. They know I'm coming. I'm going to be hopefully speaking during the public comment section. And what we're looking for is them to intervene on our behalf, again, just suggesting they open up the pathway for farmland preservation. So they're fully aware. I've been in contact with their attorneys to provide documentation, and we're just looking for them to get some movement because SADC is not moving at all. So we'll see what happens. And everyone is welcome to join me if you want to. 1 o'clock on Wednesday.
Is that long?
I don't know. Oh, Mamera? No, because this is just public comment. Yeah,
No, I hear you. That's all.
yeah. So, thank you. All right, tax collector, you can see the report that was included in our packet. Woolwich Fire Company.
Evening, Mayor and Committee. You guys have my report. It's included in your agenda packet and police officer explanatory. Basically tells you where we've been for the whole month of June. Woolwich Township 36, Swedesboro 10 calls, New Jersey Turnpike 3, Logan Township 2, South Harrison 1, East Greenwich 4, and a county task force call for the tender was 1. It gives a total of 57 calls. One question I have for you, for the administrator, I know you guys are talking about the railroad service on Garland Road. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue if they decide to do that utility crossing there at Asbury Station for the development out there and shuts me off on both directions. I just want to make sure because now it's going to just impede my time. Now I have to go down out further towards Swedesboro Road to cut back into that town. It'd be nice to be able to make that direction.
The county did not give them permission on Asbury Road to ever shut it down fully.
Okay.
So they'll keep it open at night.
Yep.
They'll typically try to keep one lane open
Okay.
with police there guiding traffic. They may have to close it down fully during the day, but always reopen it at night. But I'll get that, and I'll send that information I just got today.
Okay.
With the Garland, I'll send it to you, and how I typically do with Fred and others. So as we find out what's going on in Asbury, when that starts to close down, I'll find out because I just got their 2-week look at.
Okay.
So I'm starting to get their construction information 2 weeks back, 2 weeks forward. So I'll get that information.
All right, very good. That way I can notify my mutual aid and know directly.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, been busy. It's been busy the last couple of weeks. We've actually submitted our first 5 reimbursements back from out on the Turnpike. Hopefully, once I get that information back, that report back, I'll share that with you so you can see what we collected from there. Other than that, that's pretty much it. The new chief's truck is due to be finished up here in August, first week of September. That'll be back on the road after that March accident. Other than that, we just keep plugging along and serving the community.
All right, thank you. Of course, this month we accepted the grant for the LEAP program, so that's $75,000 towards the study. because I know the need is pressing, and we need to address what's the best way to move forward. And so hopefully in the next month, we will be ready to go out to bid with that, because we need answers sooner rather than later. So, so again, I'm very happy we got that grant, and hopefully you'll get the SAFER grant. When are you supposed to hear?
Safer grants usually, that usually is about the second or third week of September.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm hoping they're starting to award the AFG right now, and if we get awarded the AFG, that's $650,000 to replace the tender out there, which will be a big help for both communities that aren't money out to replace that truck, which will be a great thing. It's the cheapest truck out of everything, but it's the most valuable piece we have in the fleet that we got to do. So.
Right, all right. Thank you. Any questions for the chief? All right. Swedesboro Fire Bureau.
Good evening. You have my report as submitted. Pretty much online, on track, as same as what we were doing last year, which was very successful. I do want to make note that about the fireworks. I know it was posted on both websites. Seeing that there wasn't as many, at least what I heard, being in the neighborhood, but nonetheless. Anyone that launches aerial fireworks, it's illegal in the state of New Jersey, period, bottom line. You can have all the ground stuff you want, but don't be launching stuff up in the air. Other than that, pretty much all I got.
Good, thank you. Any questions for Swedesboro Fire Bureau?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Deputy Chief.
Good evening. I guess we'll start off with our hiring right now. We have 13 trained officer applicants currently. We're taking applications till August 11th, so it's pretty good for trained guys right now, so we're hoping to get a couple more. We have 0 crossing guard applicants, not one, which we need desperately. So if anyone knows anyone interested in being a crossing guard, please put an application because we need them. We had one of our full-time resign. We only have the part-timers that can't work both in AM and PM, so it's going to be very difficult if we have to add additional to staff who we need. We had a mobile inspection checkpoint on Friday, the 11th, on Olms Creek Road by the Harker School. Went great. We ended up inspecting 40 vehicles, made a couple arrests out of it for people with some warrants, and issued a bunch of summonses for other violations. So it was a really nice turnout. I know we put out a video with you, and we put out a statement on Facebook, but I just want to remind everyone, with the increase in car burglaries and thefts in our county and in our state, just a couple things, to lock your car, to remove any keys and valuables, and if you see anything suspicious, any vehicles in the area, anybody walking at night, anything that doesn't belong, just call 911, let us investigate it and check it out. I'd rather get a phone call and it's nothing than you don't call and we find out there's someone breaking in cars. We, knock on wood, haven't had anything since the last group that happened. I don't know if it's a combination. I would like to think it's from our guys being out there being so proactive out in developments, but they do move around, but it's been pretty quiet lately, so really no updates on that. The Youth Academy starts Monday. It's going to run Monday through Wednesday. We have 25, 26 kids in that class, so we're looking forward to that. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be taking them on Wednesday to the Blue Rocks game, so I think they're going to be pretty excited about that. That's pretty much all I have in addition to the report. We had a couple good accommodations in there. So the stats are up, motor vehicle enforcement's been great. Our guys just been really trying to hammer residential areas and be as visible and proactive as possible being out there.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought all those commendations were really good commendations, so that was very good. So the crossing guards, we have it posted on our township website, and then also I'm sending an email to all the residents of the villages of Weatherby, and hopefully maybe somebody in there might be interested in being a crossing guard.
Right out the front door of their house. And
Exactly. Exactly. Half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the afternoon. So that's it. And we just increased the salary tonight, so it's all good. Okay. For the vehicle thefts, I know you had said that it was like an organized ring that's going from township to township and kind of all over the state. And
there's multiple groups. Some are very sophisticated that are specifically targeting specific cars using technology to do the thefts. Very, very rare. I would say that's less than 1% of any of our issues, but they are occurring. And that's why I encourage anybody to have a Faraday bag, which blocks any type of signal. If you have it, your key fobs and whatnot. The other groups have just been pulling car handles, and sometimes they get lucky and find guns and laptops and money and car keys, and then they take them.
Yeah.
The car.
Right.
So,
So simple step of
Yeah.
locking your car doors
So-
can help.
as I said, and I'm not going to get too far into the weeds with
Yeah.
it, but we have an ongoing investigation. We have made arrests. We have other suspects. We have a lot going on with it still. So eventually we are going to put something out once we have more,
Yeah.
but it's ongoing.
I did see Washington Township posted that they apprehended somebody as part of one of these
And
rings.
they're tied to us as well.
Okay, and then another municipality posted that it was like 13 and 14-year-olds that are part of this. It's,
Yeah, they're utilizing the juveniles to do a lot of the dirty work
wow.
because they know, our state is with juvenile justice and whatnot. But it's actually moving north into Camden County pretty bad right now too. So hopefully it's moving out of our area, but you never know.
Okay, well, again, thank you in the department for the vigilance for that. Any questions for Deputy Chief? Thank you. Township Engineer.
Good evening. You have my report. I just wanted to highlight a couple of things. The grant applications for the fiscal year 2026 New Jersey DOT grants, with the resolution of support being passed tonight, we will upload those tomorrow to their system. We'll reach out to next steps. I believe it's just Mayor, you going in and checking a box, and then that is all done. And we wait for November for them to issue their awards, and we'll update you at that point. Lockout Park, construction's ongoing. Pipe installation and rough grading is happening at the moment. The translite pipe removal is scheduled to begin tomorrow, so that's good progress there. The Center Square Road Walking Trail Rehab, the LRIG funded grant. We had the pre-com meeting last Wednesday with Think Pavers. They said that they're probably about 4 weeks out, so we're looking to have them begin the week of August 18th. They said probably going to take 3 days, so we have in our contract, 30-day contract. That's pretty much our standard minimum, so we don't anticipate it going longer than that. So probably about a week total construction time for that project. The improvements to Oakview Terrace and Russell Mill Road and Back Creek Road is currently being advertised for bid. Bid opening is scheduled for the 29th at 10 a.m. and hoping to award at the August 4th meeting. And I know he's not here, but for 196 Colony Place, for Committeeman Frederick, we did issue a letter in conjunction with the Construction Code Office recommending a conditional certificate of occupancy, permitting that the few additional trees that have not been yet planted will be planted once the weather turns, because no use having them planted now in the dead of summer when they're just going to die anyway. So we're waiting for a notarized letter for the resident to submit that, for the contractor, not exactly sure who's submitting it, but waiting for that party to submit their letter, and once that's happened, then we have a conditional CO, and
Included, as far as
Yes.
the municipality is concerned.
yes. And yes, those are all I had to highlight. Any questions?
All right. So I want to go back to the Think Pavers real quick about
Yes.
Center Square Road. As the committee knows, that grant, or I should say that bid came in a little bit lower than the grant application. So since the township is administrating that, we're going to look to use that a little bit extra of grant money in order to extend the paving of, see if we can get some of that asphalt done. So hopefully we'll be able to use every little bit of it. So I know Jim and Brian are going to be spearheading that. So I just wanted the committee to be aware. Any additional questions for the engineer?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, liaison reports. We'll make this nice and quick. All right. I don't have anything from Committeeman Frederick before he left. So Committeewoman Williams.
Yes. Parks and Recreation does not meet in July or August. So basically, right now, we are just fine-tuning our calendar for the fall and the early part of 2026. So nothing exciting going on till September.
Okay. All right, thank you. Any questions? All right, Committeewoman Midnas.
All right, the trash and recycling for June, there were 51 extra cardboard collections, 168 metal collections, which was the equivalent of 2.78 tons, equaling to $389.20, which was received. There were 309 bulk collections, equivalent of 23.59 tons for the month of June.
All right. Thank you. Any questions? All right, well, Deputy Mayor Nosentino is lounging somewhere in Italy. I do not have his report, but I would like to mention educational partners. Of course, we saw on our agenda for the Swedesboro-Woolwich School District the approval of their SLEOs, and we will hopefully see the same thing from the Kingsway Regional School District at our next meeting, and we will be taking care of there. Also, of course, with Swedesboro-Woolwich School District, recently a sidewalk was completed inside the villages of Weatherby Development behind us that made a lot of students walkers to Harker. And so parents and residents have been getting some misinformation, and we have been trying to be proactive because it is the responsibility of the township and the police department to look into making sure that there are sidewalks and crosswalks and that there are safe paths to school. It is up to the school district to decide if there's busing or not busing. So they have the ability to provide courtesy busing, but that is a school district decision, not a municipal decision. And unfortunately, some of the information that went out made it seem that the committee was in charge of the busing and that it was a committee decision, and also of what our responsibilities were or weren't. So hopefully we're getting that cleared up on with the HOAs over there. But again, we have plans that are actively in the works, and we are looking to make improvements to make sure that all residents, all pedestrians, have safe transit to Harker and through their neighborhoods. So Deputy Chief, I don't know if you'd like to add anything to that, or?
No, you pretty much covered it. We're just trying to gather as much information as we can and make the best decisions we can to make it the safest possible routes for the kids.
Perfect, perfect. So in case you hear anything, again, remind everybody what the school district is in charge of and what we're in charge of. So, so again, we're going to be working with the HOA there in place to make sure that they're fully informed of whatever our decisions are for the sidewalks and crosswalks and stop signs. So we are fully aware of that.
I had a question.
Yep.
Has the school district had a meeting with those residents?
Yes, back on July 16th, they had a public meeting that was advertised, and it was a get to know your neighbor night. And I think the goal of it was to have neighbors meet each other, and they could form either carpools, or that they could divvy up either bicycle or walking or anything like that. So the school district did have that. I don't know what else they're planning on having, but they did have that meeting, so.
Okay.
All right. And then I'll keep mine very brief because Jim actually covered everything. And yeah, I don't think I have anything additional in that regards. All right. Under new business, of course, I mentioned if anyone would like to attend the State Agricultural Board meeting on Wednesday with me, please let me know. I'll even drive. At our last town hall meeting, of course, I thought it was a very important topic. We had 3 people show up, which is a little disappointing. So I thought, especially now that it's summer for the August meeting, we might not get anyone. So I am asking to just cancel the town hall meeting for August 11th. We'll take the summer off. We'll do one in the fall. If you have comments or suggestions for topics, please let me know for the one in the fall. But I just wanted everybody to know it's kind of because of the summer. It's not because of anything else, but I figured because of small participation, we'll just cancel that. Swedesboro-Woolwich Basketball Association has come to the Township Committee to ask if they can put a shed over at High Hill Park. There is a fenced-in area next to the basketball courts where soccer has a shed. They are looking to put a small shed less than a 12 or 10 by 10 footprint. They will pay for the shed. It goes already on a rock base that's already there. They talk to Public Works. Public Works says there's room to do that, and they just store their equipment inside that shed. All they're looking for is approval from the Township Committee. So if the committee's okay with it, I can tell them. And they agreed also that they would sign a hold harmless so that they're liable for any damage to their equipment or shed. So if there's no objections? Yep. Okay. All right, and then legal notices. Jessica, the good news.
The good news, so last November, the state, well, actually, the newspapers actually reached out to all the clerks in the state saying they're going to stop printing. So starting January, they changed the law to add digital. So digital, we were able to still send our notices, they just get printed digitally, not by paper form. Well, that actually expired, and the governor, to fix that, just put a long-term solution. Probably like a month ago, I asked the committee if they will kind of accept or endorse that have all the public notices, if we can publish them on our websites. It will save us a lot of money. A lot of clerks in the state, everybody submitted one. The governor was like, okay, let's do this. So starting March 1st of 2026, we will be have a page on our website where any public notice, either by township committee, joint land use board, tax collector, bids, awards, that anybody can go to our website and see the public notice right there. They don't have to purchase or figure out where to look for our notices. So that's the good news. And then I guess in the upcoming months, we will release when we'll start our website so residents can start looking on it ahead of time, but we officially don't have to do it till March 1st.
I would love to be one of the early adopters.
Yes. So, yeah, that's that.
Good, thank you for that good news.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, any additional items for new business? All right, then we've entered the second public comment session. The public is reminded to please stand and state their name and address for the record prior to addressing the committee. Can I have a motion to open the floor to the public?
Motion to open the floor?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The floor is now open for public comment.
Jordan Schlump, 10 Wilshire Boulevard. I asked at the last meeting, topsoil outhaul, and I was wondering, you said you'd get an answer, and I was wondering what you found out for the park.
Would you mind refreshing my memory about what the question was?
Was any topsoil going to be outhauled from the new park area instead of using it at the park?
I believe they're putting in all new topsoil.
I
Yeah.
believe that the site balances, which means it's all going to remain
Yeah.
either on site or moved over. So to my knowledge, nothing's going off that site.
Okay. Another question there, if you go to the drains out here in the township, the parking lot, you can see where they're sunken in, and that's been going on for years. You fill it in, sinks back in, fill it in. And I was just wondering, they're getting ready to put the piping in, manholes out at the park area. I was wondering what the compaction rate is around the manholes and the piping, and who's verifying for the township that it's proper.
We have our inspectors on site for the park to verify that, and that's specified in our specifications and submitted by the contractor beforehand, and everything is verified. Yeah.
So there is going to be a sign off on the compaction.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Seeing no one else from the public come forward, motion to close.
Motion to close?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 2025-200, resolution authorizing a closed session of the Township Committee of the Township of Woolwich regarding personnel, interviews, review, and hiring. Can I have a motion to enter executive session?
Motion to enter executive session.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Can I just do an all in favor?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
We will be 15, 20 minutes? 15 minutes in executive session, and then again, we will have action coming out. We are in closed.
Well, we'll understand if you're not here.
Ready.
Okay. So can I have a motion to return to regular session?
Motion to return to regular session?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we are returned. Resolution 2025-201, resolution authorizing hiring Yvonne Chavez in the part-time position of Deputy Municipal Court Clerk. Can I have a motion?
A motion to hire?
I have a motion and.
Second.
I have a second. All right, perfect. Any discussion?
No.
Roll call, please.
Committeewoman Minhas. Yes. Committeewoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Mathias.
Yes. Resolution 2025-202, resolution authorizing the hiring for the position of the deputy clerk. Can I have a motion to table this resolution?
Motion to table?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Committeewoman Minhas. Yes. Committeewoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Mathias.
Yes. And can I have a motion to approve the minutes dated June 16, 2025, the regular meeting minutes?
Motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from June 16th?
Can I have a second?
That's, how many days?
Yeah.
200?
200?
Did you deal with that?
That was our executive session.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it had to be done here.
'Cause I just-
Okay.
Yeah, so we did it.
Okay.
Went into it.
Yeah.
Came back. All right. Do you second?
Second, yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry. All right, I have a motion and a second. Any questions?
No.
And then we can just say all in favor.
All in favor?
Aye. There we go. Or we can say that. I like it. All in favor. All right, can I have a motion to approve bills and purchase orders as submitted?
Motion to approve bills and purchase orders as submitted?
And do I have a second? I have a second. All right, roll call, please.
Committeewoman Minhas.
Yes.
Committeewoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Mathias.
Yes. And can I have a motion to adjourn until our next meeting on August 4th at 6:30?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. We are adjourned.
I wasn't sure if this was gonna be